Hi everyone. It is Easter Sunday, April 20th, and I'm gonna count this as a VEDA video, but I am not sure at this point that I am going to be able to complete VEDA, and I will explain about that here. So today has been a really difficult day. Uh, this morning, so I mentioned in my video yesterday, a little bit about what's been going on with Eric and that he's been having these ongoing health issues, and I'm pretty sure I talked about it last night. So this morning, at around 6:30, he he knew that something was not right. He had been having these off and on nosebleeds, and he just was not feeling himself, and he hadn't seemed like himself for a couple of days. So he because Lex and I were still sleeping, and he didn't want to disrupt things again for us to take him to the emergency room, as we had been disrupted, 3 or 4 weeks ago when we had to take him to the emergency room and when we took him to urgent care. And so he and I had kind of had a conversation that, like, if he needed to go back to the emergency room or had doctor's appointments or anything, we needed to figure something else out because it was really not the easiest thing on Lex. So he called his brothers, who both live in our same town, one of whom actually lives in our same apartment complex. And so both of his brothers actually took him to the emergency room this morning to get checked out because he just knew that something wasn't right. They figured out pretty quickly, it seems, that his blood counts were all extremely low, like extremely low. And so they very quickly said, okay, we're they weren't necessarily equipped to handle this kind of thing, and we live very close to Boston, thankfully. We are about an hour away from Boston, and so he was transferred to a hospital in Boston, that is associated with Dana-Farber, which is Dana-Farber Cancer Center, which is like an amazing place if you're potentially or are dealing with cancer. So he was sent there in an ambulance, just because it was safer to do it that way than have one of us drive him. It wasn't like an emergency, like they didn't go with sirens blaring and all of that, but his platelets were super low, and it was just kind of, it would have been dangerous for us to drive him. And who knows, he could have had issues on the ride or whatever. So he took the ambulance. My brother-in-law drove Lex and myself down there, and my other brother-in-law, Eric's other brother, followed a little while later. So we got to the hospital. We're in the emergency room. They did some evaluations. I don't remember exactly what all they did, but eventually he was officially admitted and up in a room and got a transfusion of blood, and they were going to be doing another unit of blood as well as a unit of platelets today, after we left. I'm sorry about the quality of this, by the way. Like, I don't even really care, but like, it's awful quality, and I apologize for that. So yeah, he will be having a bone marrow biopsy done tomorrow morning to try to pinpoint a little bit better what it is that's going on. It seems possible that this could be due to some kind of infection that just kind of did something to affect his bone marrow and its ability to produce what it needs to produce, and so like that is possible, that it's just an infection, which is kind of like the best case scenario, is that it's just an infection that he needs to fight off with help or, whatever. But there is definitely the possibility that we are dealing with leukemia or something along those lines. Um, so, yeah, we've had a lot of people rallying around us. His family, his mom and stepdad came up and spent most of the day with us. We have some friends. I've been in touch with my parents and two of my three siblings who have been really supportive. My network of moms here, I've reached out to them and they have been really supportive. And everyone wants to know what they can do to help, and um, all of that. So sorry about that. So that is what's going on right now. We will hopefully have some more information either tomorrow or Tuesday. It can take a day or more to get results back from the biopsy, and it could take up to a week to get like the full results. But for now, he's being well taken care of. He is getting the blood products. He's on IV antibiotics now because he has had kind of a low-grade fever. He has no immune system right now, basically. So he's being treated as though he has he has a special menu that he can order from that's specifically for like bone marrow transplant patients, because he is super neutropenic and has no immune system. We were having to wear masks in the room for a lot of the day. So it's just been a stressful, difficult day. We are hopeful. We're staying optimistic. And even if it is cancer, we are in a really good place to get excellent care. And, everyone is very positive and optimistic about, treatment regardless of what it is. So yeah, we will likely be heading back to the hospital first thing in the morning so that we can be there soon after he gets the biopsy or around the time that he gets the biopsy or whatever. And I'm just I'm having a little bit of a hard time being home by myself at this point. Because when I was around lots of other people and around Eric and everything, it was easier to kind of focus on the positives and like block out the not even the worst case scenarios, but like just all of those thoughts of like leading down the path of like, well, what if it's this or that, and like it's a lot harder to block out that stuff when I'm here by myself. So I do have family that I can call and friends and everything, to not be alone. And I may reach out to people tomorrow. For tonight, I really just want to go to bed. I am totally exhausted. It's been a super long day. Lex was melting down, like didn't really eat dinner, was just done. He didn't nap really much the whole day, so it's been a really hard day on all of us. Eric's brothers are staying with him tonight, so he's not alone, which is good. But yeah, so made it through 20 days of VEDA, and then this happened, and I'm gonna say that this is a good reason to stop doing it. I may keep doing it, like, but I'm not gonna do it in an intentional way like I have been. So I may just kind of be posting updates here and there. So if you could keep him in your thoughts, that would be great. If you can keep Lex and I in your thoughts, that would be great. We're potentially going to need a lot of support and thoughts and prayers and everything. So I will try to do at least a quick update tomorrow if we know more from the biopsy, and certainly if not tomorrow, then Tuesday, just to let you know what's going on and yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on. So I hope you're all having a better day than we have. I hope you all had a happy Easter. And I will talk to you again later.